Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So how do you usually practice to playing a keyboard?
I usually practice with my teacher in my home.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back in MTsB podcast. Kita nih cakep. So, I will introduce myself firstly. My name is Raisah from 8.5.
And me, Aurelia Quinsha from 8.5.
So, in our podcast today, we will talk about sharing our daily typical schedule and habit. And now we will share one by one about me and our daily schedule.
Yeah, that's right. So friends, as students and teenagers, I think all of us have the same daily schedule and habits. As students, we school from Monday until Friday, and as teenagers, we do our habits with our community. The students, of course, have to study to get new knowledge for their futures, and the teenagers usually do their community activities with a school friend or maybe with other friends. Yeah, that's so interesting, right? How about your
Okay,
opinion,
yes,
Raisa?
yes, I agree with Aurel because lot of daily schedule and habit that we do as teenagers and students in this era. But not all of the habit that we do give a good impact for us because we are often unaware if there are the bad impact from some habit that we do every time and everywhere. So now I want to tell you one by one about my daily schedule as a student and my school. So I will go first. So, as a student, I will school from Monday until Friday, from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. And I will start my day with wake up at 4:30 a.m. and then I will do some prayers. After that, I will taking bath. After that, I will have breakfast with my family, and at 6 a.m. I'm ready to go school. In the school, like a normal student, I will get some material from the teachers every lesson and I will do socialization with the others friend. And at 5 p.m. I ready to go back into my home. And in home, I will do online tadarus with my teachers and my friend about 30 minutes and I will do Isha prayers after that. At 7 p.m. I will always study maybe at least about 30 minutes, maybe just review the material from teachers or I can read the material in the textbook. And yeah, at 9 p.m. I have to go sleep because tomorrow I will do that activities again like usual. Read that's my daily activities as a normal student that maybe will have done for every student.
Alright, Raisa, that's a good story about your daily schedule as a student. And now I want to tell you about the habits I usually do as teenagers. Maybe for the habit of every teenagers have a different type, because every teenagers have a different type of their activities, and the community also can give the impact for their habituations.
Yes, that's right. And I think if reading is not just a hobby now, now reading is become the needs that we have to fulfill to get some new knowledge.
Okay, guys, so I think besides reading, many of teenagers can just watch their favorite movie. I often watch my favorite movie and every weekend to relax myself, and then listen to music, play online games, and maybe some of them just and maybe some of them fulfill their free time with the
Yes.
sports activities.
Okay, that's right. I often to listen music to relaxing my brain in my home, or maybe I can watch the movie or read the novel that I like it. And I would so try to always fill my free time with a good things or with a good activities that will give a good impact for me. And also in the weekends, I will fill my free time with playing basketball in my club because with that I can be happy and I can fill my time with a good things that will give a good impact for me. And I think for the teenagers in this world have to fill their own free time with a good things that will give a good impact for their daily activities.
Yeah, but you know, Raisa, if not every habit that we do is give the good impact for us.
Oh yeah, and what's the example of that?
A lot of teenagers now just doesn't aware which habits they make. Just didn't know is some of their habits that can give the bad impact in their daily life. There are many habits that they make, and it's a bad habits, or maybe some of them is usually to the bad things that can be habitual in their daily life.
Oh yeah, is that real?
Yes.
And okay, I can conclude what Aurel meant. So guys, it's mean if we often or we always see our friend or the teenagers around us that always in a front of screen phone, playing online game or watch movie. Okay guys, so playing online game is a normal activities that we usually do, right?
Yes.
But how can playing video game or online game can give us the bad impact, like we can more lazy and then we cannot be focused when studying? So the impact for some habituation or activities is depend with how we get use it. It means if we use or we do some activities in a normal capacity, so the impact that we'll get, it will normal. But when we do some activities in over capacity, so the impact that we'll get is over. So we have to do every activities in a normal capacity and not in a long time, like that.
Yeah, that's it what I mean, friends. Now you already understand right in my point about habits. Don't worry, friend. We are here not only to sharing about our daily schedule and habits, but we're here also to tell you about the tip for you to can avoid the bad habit in your daily life.
Okay, now I will give you some tips to maintain and control your daily activities and habits as a student and teenagers. So first, Aurel, as you know, we have to understanding every impact that we'll get from some activities. It means if we have to know every impact that we get from some daily habit that we do, and if we know there are the bad impact from some habit that we do, we can easy to change that habit with the other's alternative habit. And the second, we have to make the firm attitude in ourselves. It means if the teenagers in this era have the unstable attitude that can easy to follow what others do, even that bad things, they will follow it. If we have the firm attitude, at least we can turn down that bad attitude that we think bad and give a bad impact for us. And the third is we have to wisely to do every activities that we do. It means if we know there are the bad impact for some habit, or we know there are the bad benefit from some daily activities that we do, we can stop it at the time, like that.
Okay, the fourth is we can to change the bad habit with a good habit. If you're already aware with the bad habit in your daily life, you have to as soon as a possible change it into the new good habits. And you have to make sure if all of the habits that you do is give the good impact for your life.
Okay, thank you, Aurel, for the last tips. And now, friend, we already talked about our daily schedule and habit, and we also already give tips for you to maintain every daily habit and schedule that you do. And now, I want to know what Aurel's daily schedule. So, Aurel, you can sharing for us.
Okay, so the habits I usually do as a teenager is I will saving my money from my pocket money. It will help you thrifty. I also can save a lot of money in average. And then I'm not forget to help my family in the house to clean the house before I go to school in the morning. At least I will clean my own room.
Okay, that's interesting hobby or daily schedule. And for all of you guys, I hope you can make and you can increase the new habit and daily schedule that's so interesting for your life, like ours.
Okay, Raisah, I think we're enough to sharing about our daily
Yes.
schedule and habits, right? And we also give the tip for all of you guys.
Yes, that's right. And I have the conclusion for this podcast story. So we have to be carefully to maintain and to do every activities that we do and every habit that we do every day and every life as a student and teenagers.
Okay, and don't forget, if you are already aware with some habits that can give you the bad impact, you have to try avoid the habit in your life. And you can also make a new habit in your life that will give the good impact for our life.
Yes, don't forget guys to wisely to do every activities and habit that we do, because every habit and activities that we do will give the impact for our daily life and also for ourselves.
Yeah, that's all for me and Raisah. Thank you guys.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.